Am I the only one that didn't know the African penguin is on the brink of extinction? Imagine a world without the delightful waddle of penguins. It's a sad thought, isn't it? Sadly, for the African penguin, this is a very real possibility. Their numbers have plummeted by a staggering 90% in the last century. This charismatic creature, once teeming in the millions, now teeters on the brink of extinction. The situation is dire, but there is still hope. The fate of the African penguin rests in our hands. African penguins, with their distinctive black and white markings, are a unique and endearing species. They are only found on the coastlines of South Africa and Namibia. Unlike their Antarctic relatives, these penguins are adapted to warmer climates. They are highly social animals, living in noisy colonies and raising their chicks in burrows. Their comical waddle and donkey-like braying calls bring a smile to anyone's face. These creatures are integral to the marine ecosystem, and their disappearance would have ripple effects throughout the food chain. The decline of the African penguin is a complex issue with no easy answers. These charming birds, once abundant along the southern African coast, are now facing a rapid decline in numbers. Their plight is a stark reminder of the delicate balance within our ecosystems and the far-reaching impacts of human activities. Overfishing is a major threat. The waters that were once teeming with fish are now being overexploited by commercial fishing operations. These operations are not only depleting fish stocks, but are also disrupting the entire marine food web. Industrial fishing fleets are scooping up the very fish these penguins rely on for survival. Sardines and anchovies, the primary diet of African penguins, are being harvested at unsustainable rates, leaving the penguins with little to eat. Imagine going to the supermarket only to find empty shelves. This is the harsh reality for penguins struggling to find food for themselves and their chicks. The scarcity of food forces them to travel further and expend more energy, which can be detrimental to their health and survival. This is the harsh reality for penguins struggling to find food for themselves and their chicks. The scarcity of food forces them to travel further and expend more energy, which can be detrimental to their health and survival. The chicks, in particular, suffer as they are left vulnerable and undernourished. Oil spills are another danger, coating their feathers and making it impossible for them to swim and hunt. These spills not only affect their ability to find food, but also expose them to toxic substances that can lead to long-term health issues or even death. Habitat loss due to human encroachment and climate change further exacerbates the problem. Coastal development destroys nesting sites, while rising sea levels and increased storm activity erode the beaches where they breed. Climate change also affects the availability of prey, as warmer waters drive fish populations to different areas. Rising sea temperatures disrupt the delicate balance of the marine ecosystem, impacting fish populations and leaving penguins with even less to eat. The shift in water temperatures can cause fish to migrate to cooler areas, making it even harder for penguins to find their primary food sources. These challenges combined paint a bleak picture for the future of the African penguin. Without immediate and concerted conservation efforts, we risk losing this iconic species forever. It is crucial that we address these threats through sustainable fishing practices, habitat protection, and climate action to ensure that future generations can witness the beauty of the African penguin in the wild. Section 4. Guardians of the Penguins, Battling for Survival. Despite the daunting challenges, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to save the African penguins. These remarkable birds, known for their distinctive black and white plumage and endearing waddle, are facing numerous threats in their natural habitat. From oil spills to overfishing, their survival is constantly at risk. But hope is not lost. Conservationists are stepping up to ensure these penguins have a fighting chance. Rehabilitation centers like Sandcob in South Africa play a crucial role in rescuing and caring for penguins affected by oil spills and other environmental hazards. These centers are equipped with specialized facilities and trained staff who work around the clock to provide medical care and rehabilitation for these vulnerable birds. The process of cleaning and treating oil-covered penguins is meticulous and requires a great deal of patience and expertise. These centers provide a lifeline for injured and orphaned penguins, nursing them back to health and releasing them back into the wild. The journey from rescue to release is a long one, often involving weeks or even months of care. Caregivers at these centers form a close bond with the penguins, feeding and nurturing them until they are strong enough to survive on their own. The moment of release is always a joyous occasion, symbolizing a new beginning for these resilient birds. Researchers are diligently studying penguin populations, their behaviors, and the impact of environmental changes. By tagging and tracking individual penguins, scientists can gather valuable data on their migration patterns, breeding habits, and feeding grounds. This research is essential for understanding the challenges penguins face and for developing strategies to mitigate these threats. The work of these researchers is often challenging, requiring long hours in harsh conditions, but their dedication is unwavering. This information is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies. By analyzing the data collected from the field, conservationists can identify trends and make informed decisions about how best to protect penguin populations. Meetings and discussions among scientists, conservationists, and policymakers are a regular occurrence as they collaborate to create and implement action plans. These strategies are designed to address both immediate threats and long-term challenges, ensuring a sustainable future for African penguins. Local communities are also stepping up, recognizing the importance of protecting these charismatic creatures. Community outreach programs are educating people about the plight of the African penguins and encouraging them to get involved in conservation efforts. From school programs to public awareness campaigns, these initiatives are fostering a sense of responsibility and stewardship among local residents. By working together, communities can make a significant impact on the survival of these birds. They are engaging in beach cleanups, monitoring penguin colonies, and promoting responsible tourism practices. Volunteers play a vital role in these efforts, dedicating their time and energy to ensure that penguin habitats remain clean and safe. Tourists, too, are being educated on how to observe penguins without disturbing them, ensuring that their presence does not negatively impact the birds. Through these collective efforts, there is hope that the African penguins will continue to thrive for generations to come. Section 5. Beacons of Hope. Success Stories from the Front Lines. Amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. At Boulders Beach, a protected area near Cape Town, the African penguin population has stabilized thanks to conservation efforts. This success story demonstrates that with dedicated action, we can turn the tide. The establishment of marine protected areas, where fishing is restricted, is showing promising results. These areas provide safe havens for penguins and other marine life to thrive. Public awareness campaigns are crucial in garnering support for penguin conservation. By educating people about the plight of these creatures and the simple actions they can take to make a difference, we can inspire a global movement to protect them. Section 6. Every action counts, joining the conservation movement. The future of the African penguin lies in our hands. These charming creatures, with their distinctive black and white plumage and endearing waddle, are facing numerous threats in the wild. From habitat destruction to climate change, the challenges they encounter are immense. But there is hope, and that hope lies in collective action. Each one of us has a role to play in their survival. Whether you're a student, a professional, or a retiree, your actions can make a difference. Imagine the joy of future generations being able to witness these incredible birds in their natural habitat, all because of the steps we take today. Supporting organizations involved in penguin conservation is a crucial step. These organizations work tirelessly to protect penguin habitats, rehabilitate injured birds, and conduct vital research. By donating to these groups, you are directly contributing to the survival of the African penguin. Your donations can help fund research, rescue efforts, and educational programs. These funds are used to track penguin populations, study their behaviors, and develop strategies to mitigate the threats they face. Every dollar counts and can lead to significant advancements in conservation efforts. Volunteering your time at a local conservation organization or participating in beach cleanups can make a tangible difference. These activities not only help to protect penguin habitats, but also raise awareness about the importance of conservation. Imagine the satisfaction of knowing that your efforts are helping to create a safer environment for these birds. Spreading awareness about the plight of the African penguin is equally important. By educating others, you can inspire more people to take action. Share articles, documentaries, and social media posts about penguin conservation. The more people know, the more support these efforts will receive. Talk to your friends and family, share information on social media, and be a voice for these remarkable creatures. Conversations can spark interest and lead to collective action. Every person you reach is a potential ally in the fight to save the African penguin. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can contribute to a healthier planet for penguins and for generations to come. Simple actions like reducing plastic use, supporting sustainable fisheries, and advocating for environmental policies can have a profound impact. Together, we can ensure that the African penguin not only survives but thrives in the wild. Section 7. A Future for the African Penguin, Our Shared Responsibility. The African penguin's story is a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. Their fate is intertwined with our own. By protecting them, we are not just saving a species, we are safeguarding the health of our oceans and ultimately, our planet. The time to act is now. Let us come together with a shared sense of urgency and purpose to ensure that the African penguin continues to grace our planet with its charm and resilience for generations to come. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content on wildlife conservation, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support makes a difference.